Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, my name is Diamond and I post about books. If you're not new, welcome back to today's craziness. Today we are filming. Why do I feel like y'all are going out of focus? Could just be me and my glasses. I don't know. Today we are doing a video that I don't normally do because I don't know how to film them. So if this is bad, just tell me to never ever film a reading vlog again. But if it's good, leave some more videos that or more books in the comments that y'all would want to see me read and do like a little reading vlog and we can make it a little series. But today, the first book of the reading vlog series thing, whatever we want to call it, we are reading Corrupt. This is the first book in the Devil's Night series by Penelope Douglas. I have heard nothing but good things. I've heard that it's a good dark romance. I've heard there's found family. I've heard all guys are like morally gray sweet. I've heard that the girls are like bad and bougie, and I'm rocking with it. So basically like a 24-hour challenge, but not. I'm keeping that mindset that it's a 24-hour challenge, but I can sleep. Also, Corrupt is on Kindle, so I will be reading at night. Finish this in about a good 2 or 3 days. Let's get started. Now let's start listing people who can go die in a hole. If I was locked in a house with 4 men, I think I would actually lock myself in a room and cry myself to sleep. I would have walked him like a dog. I'm back. Did I perhaps take a 2-hour break and go eat dinner and then clean up my mess? Yes, I did. But I mean, like, who's counting? Also, while I was reading, what? While I was reading? No, duh, I was reading. While I was eating, I was reading Happy Place. I'm about halfway through it. Thought I'd give, not like an update because like literally this is not the video, but it got me thinking. I have been using Libby to read for like audiobooks so I can focus. And before I wasn't really like a big audiobook person because like my ADHD, I can't focus. And I just realized that I had to speed it up for me to be able to focus. I was like, oh, I can understand the audiobooks now. So I'm going to actually see if they have Corrupt on here. Hoopla has it. Although I don't know if this is the right one. It looks like the right one, but it has like a different thing on the top of it, like cover. But it looks, part 1 of Devil Night series, it looks like they do have it. So we are going to listen to the audiobook, sit down and read, and let's go. So I've come to the realization that I actually can't do the pooping audiobook. I just can't do the narrator. Like I literally cannot do it. So I'm going to listen to a playlist instead and read it. This may take me a little longer now because I don't have someone reading it to me, but like, you know, it's okay. I'm going to actually like sit down and read. I think I want to talk about what happened in chapter 1 because I don't think I explained it like good. Based off of the first chapter, I'm assuming we get with Michael, the moody, no, don't talk to me, I don't talk to anybody else older brother. At the end of chapter 1, there's like a jump scare, I guess you could say, and it's kind of like, what the poop? That I have no idea how that ties into anything, but I guess we'll learn about that more into the book clearly. Also, I'm not a fan of Trevor. Don't really care for Trevor based off what I've seen so far. Trevor is Michael's brother who we were dating. Erica, I think it's Erica, was dating. Yeah, Erica, she was dating Trevor, Michael's little brother, but I don't like Trevor and she broke up with Trevor, so I'm kind of glad. Also, she's trying to get away from everybody. I don't know why, but she's trying to get away from like everything and everybody and trying to move, and so she can take care of her mom. I don't know what happened to her mom. That's just based off what I know from chapter 1. Next, when I get to like chapter 5, I will update you all again, but let's go. Yellow. Diamond's vlog. I know I look insane. Don't mind it. I said I was gonna update on chapter 5, but I'm actually updating on chapter 3. I figured out who the horsemen are. They're literally just like the it boys of school. Like, think about you peaked in high school. Basically is what I'm getting. Like, they're stuck in their high school ways. They're still being teenage boys, you know, like they go back to their high school. Basically like the best players on the team and all that stuff. But there has been hints dropped that Michael does want, what's her name, Erica, but she's underage. At the moment she's 16, about to turn 17. He can't do anything until she's legal, clearly. Which I guess in this book legal would be 17 because he's also 17. I don't really know. I don't know, but they were told, he was told to wait. Basically they're about to do like some like initiation thing. I don't know, still completely lost. I am enjoying it though, but yeah, that's all that I really have. There's nothing really to like update on. Also, there's just a lot of people, so whenever I'm hearing all these names, it's kind of confusing to get into. Like, we're learning about the 4 horsemen, her best friend, her guy best friend, a guy that she likes, a guy. It's just a lot of people. Like, I've read about like 17 different people, and I have to go back like from a page to page to be like, okay, this is the guy that we were just talking to. It's just a lot. I need like my own little map to like keep in track of like who is who, because I'm confused. But we are on chapter 3. I will update y'all when we get further. I would like to at least get like a quarter of the way done today. That way tomorrow I can get at least half, so then Saturday I can get the rest of the book done, but we'll see. Hellos, I am on chapter 5 now, like I think a good 12% into the book. Basically, everybody hates Erica. I don't know what homegirl did, and I'm still trying to figure it out, but everybody hates Erica except for Michael, in a sense. But like, he does, but he doesn't. So whatever she did must have been really bad for everybody to hate her. But like, homegirl has like no feelings about it. Like, I guess no memories, I guess you would say. Not even memories. Like, it hasn't been brought up in her point of view to be like, oh yeah, I feel bad about whatever it is she did, because apparently it must have been bad. Everybody hates her, so it must have been really bad, very bad. But that's all that I'm gathering. She moved into her new apartment after wanting to get away from everybody. Turns out she didn't get away from anybody. That's all that I can say without giving too much away. I reach, I think, chapter 10. I will update y'all maybe the next 5 chapters if I'm still awake. I'm low-key kind of tired, but there is an eclipse that's happening tonight at 2. Hello, beautiful people. Today, I had to go with my dad to help him with some stuff. So we took a little road trip. It was like around 2 hours. So I read in the car. I only got to do like 2 chapters. I seriously don't understand how people read in the car, because like I get motion sick, like sick. Like, it's terrible. But I read two chapters, so I'm gonna give y'all a little update. I think we're on chapter 7, page 106. Yeah, we're on chapter 7 at the moment. What is going on at the moment without giving spoilers? All I know is it's probably about to go down. Whatever she did must have been terrible, because the girl has revenge coming for her. Everyone's like going after her. So whatever she did must have been really bad. And I'm starting to suspect if she even really did anything and it was actually just someone else who did it. Because girl seems to have no like memory of whatever happening. Like, nothing from her point of view has said anything like, oh yeah, this caused this and that's why they probably all hate me. No, it's like she's completely clueless as to why they hate her. Also, Michael, very morally gray. And like, there's an extent where you can be morally gray where it's acceptable. Then there's to a point where you're just like, I'm a little concerned for you. Let me call my therapist for you. And I want to call my therapist. Not that I have one, but I would find one for him, because I think it's a little questionable the way that he talks about things with her. It's like, what? Anyways, I'm going to read some more today. Hopefully getting halfway through. I think we're about 14, 15, 16%, somewhere in there. I don't really know where. Last night I read on my Kindle before I did fall asleep, but I like read like 2 pages and then I was out. It has been a long week, y'all. Long week. It had spring break was not a break. It was not. Oh my gosh. Anyways, we're gonna get halfway in this. I will update y'all as we go along, of course, as always. Guys, I just finished chapter 7, almost on chapter 8. Oh, clearly on chapter 8. Duh, Diamond. Hello, is how the chapters work. Anyways, I have figured out why they went to jail. Actually, all of them. I figured out why Damon went to jail. I'm pretty sure I have a theory as to that whole thing, but with the words that we were given, I'm pretty sure I figured out why Damon went to jail. Now, I don't know why Will and Kai went to jail afterwards. No idea. Also, 100% don't like Trevor. He is annoying and he makes me mad. And it's just like, you're disgusting. You deserve to burn in hell, basically. But like, you deserve to burn in 1,000 degrees of lava. like just, well, you know, that's terrible that you would like say that. Also, the way that he talks to her, first of all, the way that there's so many red flags with Trevor. The way that he talks to her when he's mad, not even mad, when she disagrees with him, when he's not getting his way, he like flips a switch and he's like the most rudest person ever to her. And she's like, what the poop did I do? Although she's a little clueless, bless her soul. She's a little lost and clueless, and it's like, girl, if you would use your brain, connect the context clues, you could see why your brother, Trevor's mad. You could see why Trevor's mad, okay? It kind of makes sense. Just open your eyes just a little. Okay, then it's like whenever he gets told no by her, he flips out and is so rude to her. And then when he's talking to other people behind her back, he talks about her in the most disgusting way possible. It's so gross. Also, I have a theory. I'm gonna put a timestamp, skip if you don't want to hear my theory, but this could also be wrong, so you never know. Also, okay, so I think Erica, it has been confirmed, skip right now. It has been confirmed that Erica was 16 when her and Damon did something. I don't know what they did. I don't know what happened. I don't know. All I know is that she was 16, he was 19. You go to a course, like, let's say someone snitched. I have a theory it was Trevor. Trevor saw, Trevor got mad, Trevor snitched, okay? Because otherwise, homegirl is completely lost as to why everybody hates her. Well, not lost, she just hasn't talked about why they hate her. So I'm getting the impression she doesn't know why. That's all I'm thinking, okay? So I think Trevor snitched because he found out and got mad that someone else took his girlfriend, although not dating. They're not dating at all. He's just like obsessed with her. It's kind of scary. But so I think that's why Damon went to jail, okay? But I also think Trevor is about to blackmail her into something. I don't know what it is, but he's about to blackmail her into something. So then she has to get with Trevor, but she doesn't want to be with Trevor. She wants to be with Michael. Clearly, I don't really feel like this was like a spoiler. Actually, y'all probably could not have skipped and would have been fine because that theory probably is totally wrong and probably made no sense, but it makes perfect sense in my brain. I don't know if I said it correctly aloud. Also, the Trevor and Michael drama just keep the lore between them and it's just like, wow. Also, Damon sounds psychotic. Will sounds almost as equally as psychotic, but not as bad as Damon. Michael seems like he's just there to be there. That's literally all that he seems like. And then Kai is like the guy who's there to have the fun, but if you go too far, he'll stop you. If that makes sense. Yeah. Also, I have seen on like TikTok the couples that they end up with, but in my head, it's just like 4 horsemen, 1 girl. At the moment, we've only been introduced to 1 girl. So I'm just like, do y'all share? Y'all sharing? It's crazy to me. Anyways, I don't know. But that's what it's sounding like because they have a plan to make her suffer. So it's sounding like that's the plan. I don't want to say what the plan is, but I think that's the plan. That's all I'm saying is I think that's the plan. Yeah. I love non-spoiler videos because I do, but I don't. Because I don't know what to say. Like I don't know what to say to like not give it away to y'all, but I don't want to spoil it, you know? But I want to talk to y'all about everything that just happened. I can't say anything because I would spoil. I have to be very careful with my words and choose the right words. Anyways, I don't know what percent we are on. Let's see. We probably didn't get that far. I at least want to get to 30 to 40% today. At least. That way we're at least halfway done. So, okay, we're at 21%. We have 20 more percent to go. And I will reach what I wanted to reach. And then we may just keep going and go to the 10 and go to another 10. So then we're 50. So then we're really, really, really halfway. Anyways, we are going to continue reading and yeah. I am about to take a break because a little gremlin wants to play Dress to Impress. But I am about, I think 25% in. So that's a sleigh. What is happening right now? They are the 4 horsemen. This is like a memory. We're seeing a memory at the moment. And basically we're seeing how they used to be friends, I guess you'd say. So like the relationship is kind of messed up because it's just like what really happened for it to get to where it's at the moment. Because they were friends at one point and now they're not friends. So I'm just like, wait, huh? Excuse me? Also, I'm getting the vibes that Damon, hello, I just turned white, excuse me. I'm getting the vibes that Damon does not like her like at all. He hasn't liked her since the beginning and now he doesn't like her even more. Also, I feel like my theory that I said a while back is starting to turn out a little bit more true. Even if I did get my theory wrong in a sense, I still think Trevor had something to do with something. Trevor is just a jealous, possessive, ugly guy, essentially. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get to a good, like I said, 50% today or 40. I want to get there, but I don't know how many more pages that is and I'm tired and I low-key want to read some of this to finish it, but I also just want to lay in my bed and play Minecraft. So we'll really just see where the wind takes us, you know? Must have been the wind or something like that. Okay, it has been some time. I'm on chapter 10. I was laying down reading on my Kindle. can I just say, y'all, Kindle, I was reading on my Kindle, right? And it said that at the bottom, it said I was 35% done with the book. And I was like, oh my gosh, period. So I checked the pages. And it says 171. And I was like, okay, let me go get the book so I can start reading in the book, because I was starting to fall asleep in the Kindle. So I was like, let me hold the physical book. Tell me why I get to chapter 10. And it says I'm on 157. Where are the other 20 pages? Where'd those go? So now I'm not on chapter 35% through, because I was already like, yes, okay, eat this up. No, now I'm at a loss. What words are in here that aren't in here? And which copy should I read? Hello? Because clearly there's been a mix-up. Let's see. This says there's 503 pages in the book. Okay, this is also not making any sense, because this says there are 454. So there's like a whole 50-page difference, and somehow, what is going on? I'm 20 pages behind in my Kindle, or in my book, but yet there's 50 pages less in the book than there is on the Kindle. Huh? Anyways, I'm just going to roll with the book version, because that's the one that I guess I am reading. Now I'm just like, am I actually reading it? Am I missing words? Oh, so I should just read the Kindle version because I'll get more pages. I see. Actually, I have no idea if that was correct or not. Anyways, I'm gonna put it in as the book version still, because that is technically the one that I have been reading most. So we're just gonna go with this, whatever this says. And I will continue to read on the Kindle, because apparently there's 20 extra pages in the Kindle that the book doesn't have. Why do they do that? That makes absolutely no sense to me. Anyways, basically what's happening, without spoiling too much, homegirl has ran into all of them, and now they are forcing her to go to a party. Also, Trevor has not been in the picture for a minute, and it's making me nervous. Damon is scaring me, and so is Will. That is all that I really know. Michael is like bipolar, I feel like. There's like one minute he is like, oh, I love you, but not really like I love you, but like he's showing her attention, and the next minute he acts like she doesn't exist. Also, we keep getting flashbacks. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm bored. Also, I thought we figured out why they were mad at her. No, my theory was wrong. So now I'm back to, okay, why were we mad at her again? I still don't like Damon. Well, not as much. He just kind of scares me, I guess. I think the only one that I actually kind of like is Kai and Will, because they seem like the most mentally semi-sane people. Michael seems crazy. Damon seems very, 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 very much so crazy. Will's kind of just there for the fun, and then Kai's also kind of just there for the fun. I don't really know what's going on. Kai isn't a man of many words. Anyways, let's put this into Goodreads. This says I'm on 157. Okay, this says I'm 30% done, and this says I'm 35% done. But even though this one has like 20 less pages, I'm so confused right now. I'm gonna do some math, maybe ask chat GPT what's the difference between the Kindle version and the book version, because what, and figure out which one I do need to read, because what? Okay, we are back. We are in chapter 11. I think it's literally been like one chapter. One chapter took a full 30 minutes, and actually it probably took longer because people kept calling for me. I literally hate when I try to read and then everybody just wants my attention. There is like so much going on, but like not so much going on, and like I hate the fact that we keep going from the future to the past to the future to the past, but I love it at the same time, because then I'm just like, once we get into the past, I'm just like, let me stay in the past so I can figure out this mystery as to why they all hate her. But as soon as we get to like, oh, that could be why they hate her, we switch and it's back to the present. I'm just like, that's definitely not why they hate her. So anyways, chapter 10 is like a past chapter, and you basically get to see how like they all became friends, I guess you could say. And it's like they're all doing all this stuff, and they're all looking out for her and taking care of her, and it's like they are like all best friends, like ride or die type best friends. And they're doing all this stuff, and she's having so much fun getting to like live, being free, all this stuff, and it's just like, period. I love that for you. Now what'd you do to mess that up? Because you clearly did something for all of them to be mad at you, except for really Michael, but he acts like he's mad at you because his friends are mad at you. So what did he do? Also, my Kindle says we are 40% done. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if I'm doing really good explaining this also and like vlogging the process, but you know, period, I guess. That is all that's going on right now, like at the moment, like, and I don't want to give away too much because like clearly this is a non-spoiler vlog, so I can't say too much because that would give away everything. But just know I'm low-key eating this book up. I don't know why I kept putting it off for so long. If you're looking to get into a dark dark romance series, I would say literally start with this. Like, there's nothing too dark at the moment. Like, nothing like smut filled, I guess you could say. But like, it has talked about like smut clearly because it's dark romance, but it has talked about it. But it's nothing been like crazy. Like, I've read books, like I literally read Haunting Adeline and God, the Legacy of God series. Like, that's dark romance. Girl, this is like, I feel lighthearted. And I've read Penelope Douglas's other books, so I know they get bad. But this is like, girl, this is like fluff to me. That is actually probably sad that this is considered fluff to me, when some of the things that they have talked about and she's seen and he's seen are not really considered fluff. But if you want to start getting into dark romance, I would say start with this. It seems pretty good. I'm still not understanding the dynamic between them. Okay, I understand they're all friends. I don't understand how we got from point A to point C. What happened at point B? Because point B seems like we're all friends, and then something goes wrong and now we're not friends. So then I'm just like, what did you do to not be friends? And point C, now they're all trying to like make her miserable, and I'm just like, what is going on? Because whenever I was scrolling on TikTok searching this series up, I never once heard anything about people making people miserable. So I'm just like, oh my goodness, what are you doing? What's going on? I'm so lost and confused, but a good lost and confused, because it's keeping me on my toes and entertained and trying to figure out what she did. But I'm gonna continue reading and update y'all when we get further into the book. On chapter 12, they just went to like a pool party, and like, girl, everything about it's just like, and it's, you know, and it's just like, wow and wow. And that's my summary of the chapter. Thank you. Also, can I just say Michael is incredibly boring. Incredibly boring. Like, and also, I never hear about Michael, like, on TikToks and stuff. Like, they'll talk about, like, all the 4 horsemen. I only hear about Will and Damon. Like, that's it. Maybe not Grayson. Maybe Kai sometimes. But I never hear about Michael. And I know now why. He's incredibly boring and, like, hollow of a person. And for some reason, Erica likes something about him. I don't know. Me, personally, I probably would have chose the crazy one and gone with Damon. But, I mean, like, to everybody's choice, I guess. I think that's really my thoughts. I plan on finishing the book today. Like, I plan on finishing it today, like actually vlogging and all that stuff. So we will get on that. But I thought I'd let y'all update and stuff. I'm low-key liking the book. Like, no bad thoughts or anything. I literally look like a mushroom right now. Hold on. Look like a whole mushroom talking to y'all, and y'all weren't gonna tell me. You're just gonna let me continue looking like a mushroom? Anyways, like I was saying before, y'all didn't tell me I looked terrible. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. So there's that. ADHD added sinus. I will update y'all when I have something to update about. Ew, what the poop? What the? Oh my gosh! What is going on? What? Oh my gosh, okay. What? Oh my gosh, Michael and Trevor's dad is literally the definition of disgust. He and Trevor, oh my gosh, I see where Trevor gets it now. Oh my gosh, y'all, let me just tell y'all. Okay, so basically Michael and Trevor and their dad. Michael and his dad are having an argument, and Michael wants something from his dad, but his dad's not giving it to him, right? And so he's like, well, okay, then let me have Rika's share of like that, so you can see that I can do the job. And he was like, no, that's going to your brother. And Michael's like, what the Pope? It's not going to my brother. They're not married. And the dad was like, they'll get married, they'll have a baby, all this and that. And like, that's just, she'll be that everything that was theirs will be ours, and that's just how life works. And Michael was like, what if she doesn't want a baby? What if Trevor can't put a baby in her? And then he was like, well, if Trevor can't, maybe you can. Okay? And then he was like, Michael was like, she ain't gonna, that's not gonna happen. And then the dad had the audacity to be like, heck, even I'd put a baby in her. Excuse me? Excuse me? You do what now? No. Give this man, send this man to the principal's office. What is No, brother, no. So guys, who was gonna tell me that Will is psychotic? Will is psychotic, but in a funny way. Also, Ari wants to show y'all her little unicorn. Hold on. Okay, show him, girlfriend. What is that?
It's a unicorn.
Oh, what'd you name it?
I named it Ella.
This is a beautiful name. Anyways, like I was saying, Will is psychotic, but like in the funny way psychotic. Like he literally, Michael had this extravagant plan to do something. Next thing you know, Will texts him, and Michael's standing in the elevator on the ride down after he just had an argument with his father. And she's like, yeah, no, our house. Bye-bye. And she takes a picture in front of it. Like that is literally so hilarious to me. But I should I give y'all an update. Why do you look so sad?
Oh, I was just waiting. Yeah, I was just standing here in the video.
Your own blanket. Yeah, you can get that one. Or if you want one from your room, you can go get one. Me and Barry took a Minecraft break. But now I'm back onto the grind. I think I'm on chapter 12, 13, somewhere in that area. People's houses just exploded. People's houses have been kaboom. And now we are also back in a flashback moment, and I'm just like, no, I don't want to be in the flashback. I want to be in the present of what is happening and what just happened. I need to see how it happens. As much as I want to say that I'm entertained and I'm liking this book, I do also want to say that I'm bored, and also like I like it, but I don't like it because it's incredibly boring, if that makes any sense. But it's not boring at the same time. That probably makes no sense because I literally just contradicted myself. But if you've read the book, then you understand what I'm saying. Or maybe it's just me and I'm weird. I don't know. But I'm going to continue reading. She's going to watch her iPad. Let's go. What is happening there?
What?
Girl, they just robbed the stove. They robbed the stove.
What happened?
I don't know, girl. One minute they were there, the next minute they weren't, the next minute she's doing something crazy. I don't know, Bear. Okay, I'm on chapter 15. According to my phone, we're like 47%, I think, done with the book, which is crazy.
Yes, it's very crazy.
Erica can never catch a break. Like never, ever can never catch a break. Like ever. Like I swear, if it's not the Four Horsemen, actually it's always the Four Horsemen. They're always doing something to her. Her life is actually poop. If it's not the Four Horsemen, it's Trevor. If it's not Trevor, it's Michael. If it's not Michael, it's her mom. Girl is always going through something, and I'm just like, girl, do you need to breathe? Like let her breathe. So I understand why she tried like run away, I guess you could say, in a sense.
She ran away?
No, not really. She tried to though, and it didn't work because the Four Horsemen came after her. So she didn't really get very far before they got her. Anyways, the way she talks to Michael on page 230, he's asking, like, they are at a bar. He like points to certain people and he's like, name a band or like an artist, and like she'll name like what song she thinks they like remind her of. And he says, what about me? And she starts naming like all of these bands, and then she's just like, yeah, and you're in everything. The way she talks to him is so sweet, and he treats her like garbage. Absolute dog. And it's just like, girl, you deserve better than that. Like, why are you sticking around for him? What is so sweet about him? But you're just like, yes, I need to be around that. And I'm just like, girl, no, you don't need to be around that.
Yeah.
Stick up for yourself. Do better. Come on. Like, what? I think all of this is low-key kind of a big misunderstanding, but I'm not really for sure about that. But I think all of it is just a big misunderstanding. And I don't know. I still honestly don't know how we get to point A to point C with going to point B. Hold on one second. And then also, they were about to get caught. Like, it's like a memory 3 years ago. They were about to get caught, and then she's just gonna like pull that stunt, and it's just like, what? Girls say what? No wonder y'all were all best friends, and no wonder whatever you did to make them hate you. No wonder they like hate you, because they literally just like basically initiated you and said that you were one of them. And then all of a sudden you weren't one of them because you did something.
Guess what?
And now they hate you. Anyways, I'm going to continue. I'm gonna update y'all probably when I get to chapter 20-ish or so, and we'll see how it goes from there.
Yeah.
I know it says it was gonna update until chapter 20, but I just reached chapter 18, and boy was chapter 17 a roller coaster. I got tired, so I started reading on my Kindle, which probably isn't like the best move, but I just wanted to click with my little clicker, and I was laying down clicking, reading. Chapter 17 was such a roller coaster, and for a while throughout this whole entire book, I was just like, oh my gosh, what does Rika see in this man? Like, he's a jerk, he's rude, he's like, doesn't say a single word, and now I understand. Chapter 17 is basically like, we get like a flashback scene, and it's from Michael's point of view, which like makes so much sense now. He talks about everything about them growing up and what it was like for them. They were younger, and it's like, basically, their dad just needs to go die. Basically is what I'm getting. The dad just needs to skedaddle out of there. I already didn't like him. I confirmed my suspicion, and I didn't like him more. And then I kind of also, at the end of chapter 17, didn't really like Michael again because of the things that he said to Rika after confessing all of this to her. And it was like straight up like bleep, 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 bleep. And I didn't like that. And I was just like, what is going on? I'm telling you, Rika can never catch a break. Like, never. She gets what she wants, like, handed to her, like, on a silver platter, and then it's like someone sees that she's happy and takes it away from her, and I'm just like, oh, okay. Poor Rika. Also, I think we're getting closer to this plan being disrupted and the world ending and burning for Rika, but I think the world's about to end for her. Also, I've come to the conclusion that I think all the guys at one point had a thing for her, like the 4 horsemen. I'm pretty sure they all at one point had a thing for her, and I think Kai still does, and I definitely know Michael does, because they have been getting close, and not emotionally close, physically. If you picking up what I'm putting down, you understand what I'm saying. They got close, very close. But I'm on chapter 18. There's about a good 21 chapters left. I was gonna update on chapter 20, but I guess I still will update on chapter 20 so that y'all know how it's going. But yeah. Okay, we have 9 chapters left to go. I would correlate that to basically being done. We're in the final home stretch. It has started to pick up. It is starting to get more entertaining. I am more like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? Michael did something, took something from her, and she has flipped her ever-loving mind and is now like going crazy. And they were like, well, you know, if you want it back, you can always just come meet us at this spot. And basically they're like, I really hope they're not about to do what I think they're about to do, but I think if they do what they're about to do, I'm about to be mad at everybody and stop reading this book, because I just can't. I cannot go through this again. But if it's not what I think this is about to happen, and they're just trying to scare her, then this is about to be, it's about to eat down. She's about to go sicko mode on all of them. Or if she doesn't go sicko mode on them, they all about to get really close, and it's about to be very scary. If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. Also, let's see what percent I'm on. 66%. I have 9 more chapters. I still feel like it's all a big misunderstanding, but I don't know, because every time I figure something out, it's just like, I figure like something out with the story, it turns out to not be true, so then I'm just like, again, what's going on? So I guess we'll see when we see and all that stuff. Okay, we are on chapter 23. Now let's start listing people who can go die in a hole. I say Trevor's dad, Trevor, and Damon. And how does Damon get in his own book and everybody just loves him? I don't understand. I will never understand because of what he has done. Cause how? Cause why? Cause how? Cause why? Cause how? Yeah, Erica's crash out, low-key reasonable, and I hope she never forgives anybody. I hope she carries that to the grave and lets herself become a villain, because if people pull that on me, first of all, if I was locked in a house with 4 men, I think I would actually lock myself in a room and cry myself to sleep. Because what? 4 men who want to kill me? One more than the other, Damon, which he had no reason to feel like that, actually. His emotion, I don't give a dang about him, actually. He can go die in a hole, like I said in the beginning. He's done with. But if I knew that I was trapped, if I knew that I was willingly walking into a place with 4 men who did not like me, I'm bringing a gun. Simple as that. And I'm swish, 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 everybody in the building. And then the problem is solved. Like, what? This girl cannot catch a break. I literally feel for her. Erica cannot catch a break at all. At all. And then Michael's gonna act over here like all but her, like he didn't, like nothing, like he's not the main problem, like, or anything. And I'm just like, I was starting to like you, because like chapter 17 or something, I was like, period, Michael, I see why she's so obsessed with you. I understand it. Now I also want him to die in a hole, but not as big as a hole. You know what I'm saying? I will continue reading. Okay, chapter, don't mind the glasses, I was looking down. I think this is 25. I may be mistaken. 23. What the pooper nuggets is happening? Like, actually, like, what is happening? I feel like I'm getting whiplash how fast everything's going. Like, what am I reading right now? What am I reading? What am I reading? What? Okay, chapter 25. 4 more chapters to go. Again, I have no idea what is happening. None whatsoever. I am in shock and in like, what? And I think I'm low-key, the only person I'm actually rocking with is Kai. Kai and Will. I think those are the only people I'm rocking with. Kai seems sweet and very, what's it called when you feel sorry? Remorseful? Yeah, he feels very remorseful for what he's done. And so does Will. So I'm low-key rocking with that. I think she forgave Michael too quickly, especially for my liking. I would have made the man suffer. I would have walked him like a dog. But you know, that's just me. Next, I don't know what's happening. All I know is that Trevor, every time I see Trevor's name, I think of that one scene from like After, where Hardin finds Trevor, has his bathroom, and he like loses his mind. He's like, pooping Trevor. Totally getting off topic right now. Anyways, 4 more chapters to go. I'm low-key super excited. This is a good dark romance, but there's so much happening keeping you on your toes, so you're always entertained. But at some point in the time, it did drag for a little bit. Towards like halfway there, it did drag a little bit, but then as soon as it started to drag, it like picked right back up. It was like, it started to drag because I guess we were getting so many like filler chapters that I didn't think that were necessary, but like info, I guess you could say. And then it like, things started clicking because things started adding up and like making sense. And so then it like got better. Does that make sense? Anyways, we are going to finish this, and then I will let y'all know everything. Good morning. I now would like to say that I'm one shade and that I beat my face, but I'm convinced I'm not, so we shall continue to beat. I finished Corrupt last night, and I rated the book a 4.5. I don't think I recorded because I was literally in the dark in my Kindle with my clicker just clicking in my bed, so I don't think I recorded, but I don't remember because it was like, I've slept since then. Let me just say, by prefacing, I gave it 4.5 stars, and at the moment I didn't think I was going to give it 4.5 because I was just like, with how much torture I went through, that is crazy. So what is with authors making you go through the most craziest things for the last 10 chapters and then acting like nothing happened and then ending the chapter, like ending it with one extra chapter? I think from chapter 20 to a good 27 was the most craziest thing I've ever read. I think I got whiplash, but it was crazy in the sense that it made sense and it was good, and I didn't see it, well, I did see it coming, but it was still done, I feel like, excellent. I feel like it was still done good. But it's just crazy to me that authors will have you going through like the most detrimental, have you like on the edge of your seat, crazy stuff the last like 10 chapters, and then they'll just end it and be like, yep, that's the end. Like, girl, can we not take a second to sit down and digest? Can I breathe? Can I live? That being said, towards the beginning of the book, I didn't know if I was gonna like Michael. I didn't. I didn't see what was so like appealing and what made her like so fascinated with him. I just couldn't see it. But now I see it and I understand it, and he is literally so sweet to her, and I love Kai, I love Will, and I think Damon just needs some therapy. I think they all need therapy, actually, is what I do think. But I mean, like, who doesn't need therapy? But I think it was such a good read, and it was very fast paced. It kept you on your toes. So if you want a good dark romance, I think read this. But I would be of age because it does have spice, like a lot of spice, and it is super sweet and it is nice. And well, he is nice to her towards the end of the book. Towards the beginning, he's like so morally gray, and you're gonna be like, Diamond, why do you like this man? I don't understand. And I don't understand why he's talked about more. Like, I don't. He's actually not that bad of a guy. Like, I don't ever see TikToks about him, like, ever. I see TikToks about Kai and Damon and Will more than I see about Mr. Man that we write about. Michael, is that his name? I literally finished the book. I'm supposed to be telling y'all his name. His name's Michael. But I liked it. I have no bad thoughts. Anyways, that's the end of this video. I'm sorry. I'm getting ready at like 5 o'clock in the morning, too early. But if you liked it, make sure to do all that YouTube stuff. I don't know if I'm making sense this morning. It is quite literally too early. I literally took a shower and fell asleep in the shower. Anyways, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching this, and